So this is kind of a ridiculous video to make because no one can define what libertarianism is, and that is a common issue amongst libertarians is they're always fighting about it, but I'm going to try to ignore that issue in this video. Libertarianism by name was popularized in the United States by a man named Murray Rothbard. Murray Rothbard was an anarcho-capitalist who was greatly influenced by a man named Ludwig von Mises. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that perfectly. Shortly after joining the Libertarian Party, Rothbard co-founded the Cato Institute, where he played a pretty significant part in shaping libertarian thought and influencing the Libertarian Party as a consequence. Eventually, he'd actually be removed from this institute as they wished to pursue more trendier liberal issues instead of focusing on anarcho-capitalism. He would then go on to found the Mises Institute with the support of Ron Paul. Today, these two big groups actually continue to fight it out in the Libertarian Party. You can actually see how much the Cato Institute influences the Libertarian Party by their presidential nominees, as their presidential nominees are almost always more liberal than the average American libertarian. The funny thing about libertarianism is that since it is something only recently given a name and you can go back and read what influenced its founding, a lot of pre-Libertarian Party libertarians actually didn't call themselves libertarians. One big influencer being Ayn Rand, whose strong and specific philosophy usually prevented her from ever identifying as a libertarian and actually talking down on the movement in a couple instances. The other founding mothers of libertarianism were actually just paleo-conservatives. What's interesting is Rothbard would go on to say that these forms of conservatives should unite with libertarians. But when we look at the Libertarian Party today, there are quite a few issues that prevent even people who hold to Rothbard's ideology from making a significant impact. This is where I extend an open arm to these so-called paleo-libertarians and tell you, why don't you come over to us? Instead of chiseling away at the Libertarian Party, hoping they'll change just as much as the Republican Party, why not come to an already paleo-conservative party where we can focus more on the cause of liberty and less about fighting over prostitution in Las Vegas? From what I can tell, most members of the Mises Caucus are pro-life, believe in securing the border, believe in capitalism, and even support the Constitution. I mean, if you are a Ron Paul-style libertarian, there's very little separating you from the Constitution Party. Whereas if you are a Ron Paul-style libertarian in the Libertarian Party, you will constantly be shut down for being pro-life, believing borders exist, or for wanting to uphold any semblance of constitutional law. The one thing about the Constitution Party is because we have this line that we will not cross, we will always remain as libertarian as the Constitution has always been. Whereas one day the Libertarian Party might make its entire platform about the legalization of marijuana, and the next day be nothing more than a moderate Democratic Party. Now this shouldn't be my most controversial video because it is literally just talking about another third party in the United States, but I have a feeling, since no libertarian agrees on what libertarianism is, that I'm gonna get a lot of well actuallys in the comments. But if you are on this side of libertarianism and support the US Constitution and the principles of it, this is your invitation to join the Constitution Party and to subscribe as I continue to upload content focused on constitutional issues and what we can do to restore liberty in the United States. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.